All right, so this knife thoughts video is going to be on this knife, and this knife is on loan from a friend, so I really appreciate him loaning it to me. And what this knife is it's a cool old knife from Buck called the Crosslock. So as you can see, it has two blades, and they come from either side of the handle. Not either end of the handle with two different pivots, but the same pivot and coming out of the two different sides. And that's why it's called the Crosslock, because there's two locks here that go on either side. And it's a cool model. In looking it up, I realized that there was actually several different versions. This version has a pretty typical drop point, or almost a clip point style blade on the one side with a plain edge, and then a sheep foot blade with a fully serrated edge on the other side. So a pretty useful combination for sure. They did make a version with a plain edge blade, and then several other different types of blades. Like one had a pry bar and a seatbelt cutter, one had a saw and gut hook, there was just like a hoof type hook or something also. So they made several different versions, and basically what it turns the knife into is a multi-tool, but with really full-size blades. Often on a multi-tool, the secondary tools or blades, like a serrated blade, will be smaller, but because it comes from the other side of the handle, you can have pretty much a full-size blade on both of those. So pretty cool. It is an older knife. I wasn't able to find out the exact age of this particular model, but they made them in the 90s and early 2000s. So it is, coming on 20 years old, maybe even up to 30. So it is an older knife. I didn't actually use it because I didn't want to, beat up on an old knife that was from a friend, but it is really cool, and it is kind of a piece of Buck history also. It is one of their made in the USA knives. So this is the Buck Crosslock. Just a real quick look at it to kind of show it off. It is liner locks on both sides of the handle with the same pivot and that tip down pocket clip, and just a pretty cool knife. So if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it. And as always, last but not least, don't forget to go out and do good.